All right, everybody, I'm back. We had to deal with a lot of technical issues there. Internet guy came and did a bunch of shit and had to get a lot of shit done. So, there is one thing I'm gonna do here. Um, we're gonna go to my log. And I'm gonna go ahead and look at the videos here. Um, all right, we're gonna delete this one. All right. So, unfortunately, we had a lot of issues. Internet was a problem. Hopefully that's been straightened out for the time being. I apologize. I was not on like I normally would. Um, Maybe we'll make up with that or make up for that by playing a little longer than I intended. But for now, let's get to the actual game. All right. All right. Let's pause. Let's get the controller on. Here we go. Yes. All right. Let's get the playing. See what happens. See where we're at in the story. Um. Oh yeah, my PS4 is not connected to the network. That don't matter right now. So.
It looks like a dead end up ahead. Laphicet, do you feel anything here?
No, not right now. Look! Purple flowers!
Yep, Salatoma.
Is the demon the real reason the Abbey's closed off the forest?
Worry about it later. It's flower picking time.
Agreed.
What do you think, kiddo? I told you these things were hard on the eyes. I mean, who puts those colors together? Yeah, they're really nasty looking. But if they help the others, that's good enough for me.
This must be the demon we were warned about.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. So much for this demon being hard to find. Is this the Reaper's curse yet again?
We're just getting started.
Another barrier!
That barrier. Even my praetor hearts can't break that. What's going on here? Why go to such lengths to keep this demon alive? Either way, I don't think we're hauling home any flowers unless we beat up Mr. Bugglesworth here.
Right! Everyone, let's do this!
All right, let's beat up Mr. Bugglesworth for all it's worth.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This thing is so cool!
Armored
I want to be a
crustacean.
bug.
Stop fantasizing and help us get rid of it!
You're wide open! How's that?
Killing the bug, killing the bug.
How's that? Let's go! Size like a dad! Illusory veil! Blades of wind! Strike them! I enter the fray!
Crap. Okay, that didn't work.
Eat it! Pummel! How's that?
Ah. All the stuns.
Phew! Insect collecting is a sweatier hobby than I thought. Look! Can we keep him?
No, hand it over. I'll dispose of it.
Aww.
I wonder why that's not working.
The Abbey had some reason for protecting it. Maybe we should keep it alive for observation.
You want it, you feed it.
I will! I'll take care of him.
Anyway, now that we've got these flowers, Eleanor and my crew ought to be out of danger.
Alright.
Hey! Forgetting somebody?
Wonder where my list
It looks
is
like
at.
we've closed the door on this little episode. That insect demon was a bit of a surprise, but I still think this curse business is overblown.
I can count on one hand how many have survived more than 3 years at my side. If you're not careful, you might wind up as corpse number 50.
50?
That's how many comrades I've lost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just saying, don't let your guard down.
Right.
Good morning,
Now that we've
Splixio.
got what we
Hope you're
need,
having a
we
great
should
morning.
Get back to the ship.
It's actually more afternoon for me, but yeah, I'm just hoping the internet works out a little bit better than it has been. Got a new router, new modem, couple new things. We'll see if it all works out and it's worth a damn. Ooh, we get to move around the map faster. Alright. Equipment. She's still good there. Good there. Slow ward. Cast heals. I'm gonna give her Floric boots for now, though. He's good. Flame ward. We'll give him the shock ward. Calcite down. A little down and a fork down. Alright. We'll use the fork down here. Calcite garment, she's good on that. Give her a midi blouse. Tranquil Tranquillo. Yeah, let's give him some spiked shoes. Flame Ward. He's taking care of that. We'll give him the Slow Ward. Unfortunately, we don't have another Jet Black waistcoat to give him yet. Man, he is taking forever to learn that water attack power plus 9%. Ah, it's taking a while.
I wonder what they call this kind of bug.
You're way into that thing, aren't you?
Alright. Got whatever bug that he looked for. Still looking to see where my thing is, so hold on. Alert. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. There's my thingy. I'm gonna fix my thingy here. Hold on. Why is it not working? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Yay, now it's working again. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working before, but now it's working. But yeah, sorry, I was a little distracted by that. So how's your, what you got going on this weekend, Splixio? Anything fun? Anything exciting? We need to save here.
Laffy said, "Can I ask you a bit of an awkward question? What kind of demon would you say Velvet is?" Well... Oh, don't worry. I'm not trying to find a vulnerability or anything. I'm only asking out of curiosity.
It's not that I doubt you, Eleanor. I just don't know much about her myself.
You've fought against her, haven't you? She consumes her enemies with her left hand and claims their power. She's a demon like absolutely no other. Plunk just about any demon down in front of her, and I bet she could devour it in a single gulp.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much true. Sometimes demons that she doesn't entirely devour turn human again, but...
What? You've seen demons turn back into humans?
Is it that big of a deal?
Of course it is! Everyone knows that once you catch demon blight, that's it. There's no turning back. Although, I did see it happen with the High Priest Gideon. I wonder if there's some kind of connection.
Not that it matters if he turned back, demon or not, he's dead either way.
Whatever it is, it's of no concern to a pirate.
If I were you, I wouldn't worry about what's normal. If things were normal, we wouldn't have found each other.
You have a point.
Sorry I couldn't help, Eleanor.
No, you didn't do anything wrong. But I need to keep digging until I find out more about the kind of demon Velvet is.
Yeah, you keep digging there, Exorcist lady. You try to figure me out. You go and you do that. I think there was a part that I did not explore. I'm gonna go explore it now. Super fast. Running, I think it's 30% faster than I normally am right now because of all the speed ups. There's the chest. Yeah, ignore bottle. Alright, you want some of me? Of course I got done. There we go.
Just how does this sword work?
Don't touch it. You'll hurt yourself.
In other words,
Oh, that is one thing I do want to check. Did I learn something earlier? No. Okay, we're good.
That bug! It looks pretty tough.
yeah, I've been around a long time, but I've never seen anything like it.
It must be a new species.
Incredible.
A new species is usually named after the person who discovered it. The Laphicet rhinoceros beetle, then?
Rhinoceros beetle? Whoa, now, that's a stag beetle if I ever saw one.
No. Those things may look like pincers, but they're actually horns. A three-horned beetle will cause quite a stir in the bug community.
Hey, I know pincers when I see them, and those were some mighty pincers. The Laphicet stag beetle has a better ring to it, right?
What part of that sounds better?
The whole thing. Stag beetles are the strongest after all.
I can't let that go unchallenged. The rhinoceros is the king of beetledom.
Beetledom? More like beetle dumb.
That doesn't help your case at all.
Rokuro, Aizen.
I feel a dangerous storm brewing.
The rhino is a one-trick pony with its horn, but a stag can cut its opponents in half. Its weapons can be used in any situation. The stag is a true swordsman.
That's petty trickery. The only beetle with the raw muscle to decide its own fate is the rhino.
But they only live for a year. The stag can survive through the winter.
They live hard and die young. Is the beauty of such a life lost on you?
Why is it that boys get so excited when they talk about bugs? Rhinoceros, stag, or butterfly. It's all no matter to me.
They all look like cockroaches.
They're totally different.
So, what will you name it?
I think Rhinostagros for now.
Okay. Interesting name. Rhinostagros. Alright. So many enemies. Here we go. How did I get stunned? Alright, that wasn't a bad battle. Alright. Trying to figure my way out of here.
Salatoma flowers smell so sweet, like raspberries.
Let me smell. Oh, they smell tasty.
Do they really taste that bad?
They lure you in with their scent, but once that flower hits your tongue, its flavor transforms into something dreadful.
Dreadful like how?
The petals melt into a liquid thousands of times stronger than mint, and the leaves and stem taste richer than the richest beef tongue. The two flavors clash and fizz on your tongue, and your whole body is racked with choking pain.
What?
Seriously?
That's what Ifrit told me anyway.
It's actually true. That's exactly what it's like.
You've tasted it before, haven't you? Is there any way around it?
You can squeeze it, boil it, mix it with honey, but nothing gets rid of the taste. Trying to mix it or sweeten it makes it even harder for some to swallow.
Have you taken yours?
No, I'll do it once I'm back on the ship with the pirates.
Wait, are you the type that puts off unpleasant tasks?
Not at all. I simply cannot be the first to drink it when others are still waiting for us to deliver their doses.
You do know that you'll have to drink double the dose after you start displaying the symptoms, right?
Are you certain?
Quit being so stubborn. It'd be better if you just got it over with.
And you've taken your dose?
No, I don't need to. Having a tethered Moloch drink it is enough to absorb its effects.
But to a Moloch, it tastes...
Yes, the cuter you are, the worse it tastes. It's good to be an exorcist, eh, Eleanor?
Do I have to drink it?
Of course not. I'll suffer through my own dose of Salatoma.
Oh, poo. How dull. Whew.
Aww. Alright. No real need to fight these guys. I just kick their ass and they ain't gonna give me much experience anyways. Great.
You think there's any chance that wanted Moloch would launch an attack here?
His target's probably Loringen, but stay sharp just in case. He might try to break open the bug cage as a diversion.
Wanted Moloch? Loringen?
First that demon Rex Helavis, and then Eleanor betrays us? We're never gonna catch a break.
Quit whining. Cleaning up messes is our job.
Looks like our Abbey buddies are up to something.
And the bug cage. That barrier, I assume?
If so, it won't be long before they find out we broke in.
Then we should make our exit while we can.
Yes, let's. Let's leave, please. More than happy to get out of here. I can outrun you, suck it. Alright. Tell you what, my internet's holding up a lot better than it was. Well, not that much better, but a little better. It's still dropping. I don't know why it does, but we'll continue on. We'll save here, and then we gotta basically go to town. Oh. Alright.
Hey, how goes it? Zavid! Easy there, bro. I don't got time to spar today. Got a date lined up.
That artifact you've got belongs to Ifried. Why do you have it?
Just picked it up off the ground somewhere.
Don't screw with me, tough guy. I have ways of making you talk.
Ha! I wonder how much pain gets you to open up.
You're the one about to be tested.
It's not up to you how this goes. If I want to talk, we'll talk. And if I want to fight, we'll fight.
What are you?
I'd play more, but I don't want to keep old Pointybeard waiting. We'll chat some more later, with our fists.
Wait!
Aizen! We need to get the flowers to everyone on the ship!
You can handle it!
But you're...
Let's head back, Laffy said.
All right.
Oh, I guess. Man, Aizen's got a one-track mind, I swear.
Don't waste my time.
It appears that we're finished here.
Oh yeah, we're very finished here. Let's save it again. There's no harm in saving it again.
That thing Zavid was holding? What do you think that was?
From the sound of it, it seemed to belong to Ifried.
I've never seen any object or art quite like it. Maybe it's that relic Ifried brought back from a continent across the sea.
An art from another continent. Do you think Aizen will be all right?
That Moloch seemed to know what he was doing. I'd rather we just stayed out of his way, but...
First the throne, and now here. What is Zavid after, anyway?
He was probably just making up that date business. But still, old Pointybeard?
Just like Ifried. When I was talking with Benwick, he said Ifried had a pointy beard.
You don't say.
Then I bet Zavid is that wanted Moloch the Abbey's looking for.
Yeah, he must be aware they're after him. And then he baited Aizen into following him, using something that belonged to Ifried.
And I'm pretty sure Eisen knew that, but he went after him all the same. Ugh, this can only go well, I'm sure.
Is Eisen in trouble?
It doesn't matter either way, if his Corsair scourge goes untreated. For now, let's get back to the ship.
All right. Let's get back to the ship, move on. We need to talk to this guy. Frenzied Wolf. Burnack Plateau. I'm gonna check the shop real quick, make sure there's nothing I don't need to do. That's not the shop.
Did you need something?
No, not really.
As you say.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at Shigure. So I swung, and eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah.
Even if you did 1 swing a second, you couldn't do that many in 1 day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick.
Rokuro.
Even still, I know it would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with 1 sword or with 2.
And you keep doing it despite knowing it's pointless? That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is daft, as you put it. All I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
You need to go to bed. A lack of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
Alright, let's move on. Oh yeah, this merchant didn't have shit. Oh no, he does have shit now. Hold on. Yeah, calcite ribbon. Never dispatch a goddamn fucking... I always keep forgetting to do that. I'm like, I've been playing for a half hour. I'm like, why have I not seen an expedition yet? Keep doing that all the time. Alright. I'm gonna do that. Alright, let's move on. Oh, there was something here.
Look! A frog!
It's unusual to see one this close to the sea.
Hey, I thought of a poem! Day at Port Renede. A frog jumps into the void. The sound of the sea.
Moggy
What was that?
Just a little poem that popped into my head. My inspiration came from pondering the terror a frog would feel if it unwittingly leapt into the salty ocean.
That's...
I don't get it at all.
I got another one! Skinny little frog, Muggy Lou is on your side. Do not give up hope.
I guess that one is about rooting for a frog?
That's right. I once bet a fortune on a game of chance involving frogs. That was my inspiration for this one. What do you think? Poetic, isn't it?
I think you have a gambling problem.
So, did this skinny frog win?
Nope. I lost my entire bet.
I think we can call that poetic justice.
Alright. Alright, let's move on. We'll save here. Alright. There we go. Alright, what's he got to say?
We've brought back your solitomas. Drink up.
You've saved us! But where's the first mate?
We bumped into some wannabe tough guy Moloch and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zavid! Why didn't you guys follow him?
And leave you all with the Corsair Scourge?
Yes! Eisen's the one in danger here.
Is it because the Abbey is after Zavid?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey. Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zavid and Loringen. If Eisen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about.
Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zavid? Wait, that's not important. What matters is I can turn Laviset over to him and finally return to the Abbey.
Melchior is a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
Ugh, you guys are useless! Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
What makes you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Eifried's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Eisen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Eisen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Eifried?
Of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
I'm really curious who this Eifried is. You hear him, you hear
This
about him
one's for
all
you.
fucking game, and you haven't seen him yet. It's like, come
Those
on.
pirates haven't a lick of sense in them.
They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
She looks good with that tail.
Now, about where Eisen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen.
Yes. It's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the exorcists train.
Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Eisen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
Meet the Reaper. Alright. You know, truth be told, I thought we were gonna get to explore a little more in this game than you do right now. Like overworld maps. I think that's the one thing I love about Vesperia is overworld maps. I think Abyss had it too. Yeah, I just always thought overworld maps were just good in general for these type of games. The whole idea of traversing such
Solitoma is
huge
as
amounts of
awful as
ground
I
is
remember.
tedious a little bit.
I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Solitoma as part of their welcoming festivities.
Sounds like hazing to me.
When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing.
If you say so.
I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
What does that mean?
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon?
I'm aware of one other flavor. Mogulu, here's your dose of Solitoma.
No!
Get back here!
Don't! Keep that salad away from I see. The sweet taste of another suffering. Why does it seem like everyone around me is completely mad?
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just is insane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
Well,
at the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt. Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure. And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
none of that is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but I think it's all amazing.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care. And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about.
Miss Magilu!
Yeah, I don't get why this bitch with us.
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
Like, why is she hanging out with us again? So we just got the frenzied wolf. Okay. And there's another conversation up there. Okay. Not you.
Hello there. You're headed to Loringen Tower too? Just a bit ago, a brawny, silver-haired man asked me how to get there.
Did he say why he was going there?
Something about meeting some friends of his. Exorcists use that tower to train, right? If he has exorcist friends, then maybe he's one too. But he seemed a bit rough and tumble to be an exorcist. I can't imagine a man like him.
Did he say anything else?
He said someone else might stop by and ask about the tower, and told me to tell him if they do. Did he mean you?
No clue.
So he was planning on us following him. What's he scheming?
You mean Zavid? Or the Abbey?
Both.
What are they doing? What could they possibly be scheming? Alright.
Loringen Tower lies beyond the Burnak Plateau.
Blah! If you're gonna set up an obvious trap, couldn't it at least be someplace more convenient?
Keep running after me.
You better be ready.
There we go.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Ooh, the Demon's Cleaver. Hell yeah. You know, come to think of it, I'm going to be going to a new area and possibly doing a lot more with the story. I should probably upgrade my weapons before we do that. Ooh, Flork daggers. Alright. Ooh, peach gels. Gimme, gimme. Alright. Let's make sure everyone's equipped before we move on here. Alright. Cassiels, you're doing that. No. Spiked shoes. Alright. Everybody's good. Let's start dismantling shit. Well, we'll sell a bunch of shit. Let's use up those first. Art defense. Art attack. Pin and Malik. Q. defense. Always you. Yep, Sage, max HP. There we go. Alright, I still got some time. Now we fuck with the shop. Okay, sell. A rough gemstone, wow. There we go. All right. All right. Shoes. But shoes we had a lot in. Honestly, we can just dismantle shit now. We don't. Alright. Let's do weapons first. Fork blade. Man, I don't have any silver scrap. That sucks. That fork braid is actually pretty good. We'll keep it. How about the shell shredder? We can dismantle that. Outside and the other fork braids can go too. There we go. Daggers, we're good. He doesn't need that. I think the calcite paper is just better than that right now. Alright, Mobius loop. 127 and 1. Yeah. I think we'd rather have that one. So let's get rid of the other bracelets because he's learning the rest. And we'll get some silver scraps because we need silver scraps. Get rid of, hold on, sell, materials, balmy fluid, Sell that. Dismantle. Alright. We'll keep that Lulu doll. Get rid of these. Get rid of these 4 dolls. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. Get rid of these. Get rid of this one. That one. And that one. Alright, Mana Lance. Just learn that one. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Calcite Spear. Yeah, she doesn't need the Worn Spear anymore. Dismantle that. Alright, we got through all the spears. Let me grab a water here real quick. Give me a break. Give me 1 minute, I'll grab a water. Water, water, water. Water's good shit. All right. Let's look at accessories. She's got the Cassandra Slash. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. He needs that one. Need more silver scrap. He's already did the 4th bag, and he doesn't care about calcite bags. Get rid of them. Oh, we got enough calcite fragments forever. For days. Enhance. I guess I'm selling some calcite fragments. There we go. All sold. Dismantling. Alright. Got Floric Pendant. Yeah. Bye-bye Cross Blocker. Calcite Pendant. Amber Pendants. Mana Earrings. You upgrade that, she'll be fine. Alright, she ain't gonna want any of these, she already learned these. Calcite earrings, she's gonna want the other ones. Tarnished earrings, bronze scrap, metal fluid. Yeah, she's already learned that. And then ribbons. Let's keep that ribbon. She's learning. get rid of this one. We don't need this one. Still needs calcite ribbon. Alright, armors. Let's go to waistcoats. Don't need... yeah. Pretty much don't need all these. Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these then. There we go. All good. Floor garment. Alright. Yeah, whatever. So alright. Mini blouse, mini blouse. She should wear a different mini blouse, and we'll upgrade that one. Actually, that one. Maybe. We'll do that one. Alright. There we go. Now let's dismantle this mini blouse. There we go. Rings. Everyone's learning rings. Yeah, so much for the rings. Shoes. Boots. Alright. Everyone's learned bow boots, we'll get rid of them. Everyone's learned the amber boots, get rid of them. Everybody's learned the calcite boots, we'll get rid of them. I gotta sell some mellow fluid now. Alright. All sold. Bye. Or no. Dismantle. Boots. Sell some calcite again. Alright. Saw that kind of stuff. Yay, we got a new discount. The characters learn derivative of an active art you can perform by pressing and holding the Mystic Art button during the casting delay. Not sure what that means, but we'll find out. Dismantle some more shoes. Alright, Floric boots. Alright. New equipment. We got enough cast heals now. Alright. We'll do some cast healing then. I think we're good. Yeah, when she's done with that, she can do one of these other cast heals. We'll get rid of this one. And then we'll get rid of all these Floric boots. I don't give a shit about them. Other than what Eisen's gonna wear, we'll give him one of the shit, we can't use Eisen right now. Fuck. That's a little annoying. So let's go ahead and just fuck it. He ain't gonna be around for a while, so get rid of them all. Oh wait, we're upgrading. I don't want to upgrade. Dismantle. All gone. Alright. That's how you clean up in inventory. Now we enhance. The Demon Cleaver. Enhance. 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 What does it take for me to enhance fucking weapons past the 3rd level? Because it shows that you can, but I'm not allowed for some reason. I don't know if it's because of my difficulty or what it is, but it'd be nice. Alright, can't do any more of those. Alright. think we're pretty much enhanced. Expedition. We got fake food. Skill slot. All right. Sign out again. All right.
Let's do our best!
Way to get stunned, Velvet. You suck.
Stop fooling around.
Good grade.
Serious about my fooling around.
Alright, we're going this. Let me go this way. No. We gotta go the other way. Okay. Like, I know where I need to go. It's just I didn't know which way exactly I had to be at. I gotta be at the top side of the map.
You better be ready.
Oh yeah, you did. You beat it all good. Alright. Ooh. Gained a cooking level. Recipe aptitude is always the second one, of course. That makes sense. Alright, I'm moving on. Yeah, there was a bunch of people on the way
What's
here
wrong,
last time.
Laphicet? I was just wondering why Aizen and Zavid can't work together to find Ifreed.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women, and of everyone, really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavid said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
Nope. Trying to get the camera the way I want it. Sometimes a little harder than I'd like. Alright. Ooh, cats. Yes. Alright. I'm not doing too shabby here. Move on to the next one. Alright, hopefully this isn't another big, boring, monotonous dungeon or area that I got fighting. My god. Okay. Interesting. Well, the mark is over there. I say we just take care of him now. Come on, big boy.
We will need to be extremely wary.
What are you weak again? Water? Yeah. Nice stuff. What a bitch. Need to get a stun or something on him so I can get his soul back. Is there a soul sitting around here? No. Oh, you like the top hat? I do too. Shit. Oh my god, he was fucking me up. There we go.
that was a considerably powerful enemy.
Man, I was doing real terrible fighting there. Glad my mages are fucking badass in this game and they fucking do their job. Oh yeah, so many new characters. We have, from the left, we have the demon swordsman. We have the demon with the claw. We have the over-the-top magician slash funny girl who has no real purpose in why she's in the party. She's just here to be here. We have an exorcist on a secret mission hanging out with the party, but learning the ways of the world while she's with the party. And she is currently the vessel of the little guy who is on the far right. So, hence why she's with the party. That's the only way we could save the little guy, apparently, in the story. So, the Reaper Pirate is kind of off doing his own thing right now. We're on our way to meeting up with him as we speak, so. For each successive hit during a Mystic Art, a portion of the expanded... Okay. Okay. Equipment. So you just keep wearing that for now. Actually, you trade with him. No. He's basically, so he's a Malik, which Maliks are kind of like a different subservient species to the humans in this game. He's a Malik with the likeliness of her brother. And apparently he's a lot more powerful. He just randomly kind of got towed away and accompanied the party after they fought one of the higher end exorcists. But yeah, apparently he's got more power than what meets the eye, and they're not sure. But he has her younger brother's likeness, so she ended up calling him her brother's name, and he ended up taking on the name. Because he was calling himself, I'm number two. And everybody got tired of that, so they're like, you need a name. And she accidentally called him that one time, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll be that. So. Alright, Void Ring. She's learned that. I haven't learned a Fire Ring. Alright, he's good. I think everybody's good for now. You can go to that. Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of irritated though. The internet people came and like they gave me a new router and a new... Like I had an all-in-one router / modem and I wasn't big on it. And they put a new router and a new modem in, and it's not really like it's mitigating my internet problems a little bit, but it's not exactly fully helping. I think the wiring outside needs redone, or the installation inside the apartment needs redone. I don't know what the storm did, but it kind of fucked shit up permanently, and now it's getting worse. So, yeah, the internet guy was like, I don't know what I can do to help you. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, man. It just, I don't know. It just, I mean, you guys are probably notice it when, anybody who's been watching the stream lives probably noticed that it might buffer or might just do a little tiny hiccup or something. But it's been driving me nuts. I haven't had those problems ever since the fucking, storm hit. Like, yeah, once that storm hit, it's been nothing but downhill. Anyways, where is that marker at? Like way the fuck out there.
Whoa! Hot water is spouting out of the mountain!
And look at those rainbows. This is one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Bernak Geyser. The water heats up from underground until the pressure forces it to spray up from the surface.
And the rainbows are caused by light reflecting from the salts suspended in the mineral water. It took tens of thousands of years for the minerals to accumulate here and form this phenomenon.
Wow!
Oh, did you? Did you? That's cool. Did you have to cheese through it, or did you actually, you know,
Additionally,
legit
the
beat it?
groundwater veins that feed this geyser are connected to the sea. Because of this, every now and then a boiled
And
octopus
what'd you
or
think of
crab
that
will
last
shoot
dungeon?
out from the geyser.
No way.
That's impossible. Well, not impossible, but
With the salt content of the geyser's water, I bet they're seasoned to perfection.
Magilo, I'm declaring your bizarre imagination the 8th wonder of the world.
People say that all the time.
Alright. Should probably beat some of these enemies up. That way I can... Whoa. You wanna come after me, or you just want us...
Don't get careless.
Whatever.
Did you see my complete and utter victory? Did you?
Well, that's good to hear. Did you did you enjoy that final dungeon though, or was that a bit over the top for you?
here I come.
Not bad.
You too.
Alright.
Don't get careless.
God damn, I got caught.
Easy peasy.
I refuse to fall here.
So you went in there, no revive, magic, or limit break, and you got punished. Oh, good sir, you got punished. Yeah. That last dungeon's a doozy. It's probably, it's another one of the reasons why it's my favorite why it's one of my favorite games of all time / one of my favorite RPGs. I love that final dungeon. Just it's crazy. It's like you pretty much have a gist of how the game rolls, and they throw that at you, and it's just another fucking grand slam out of left field, and it's just, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, I'm glad you overall enjoyed the game. I'm glad it was a fun experience for you. Any idea what you plan on playing next, good sir? Alright, we got new earrings. Alright. There's one more treasure chest in this area? Did I miss something? Oh, there's one all the way down at the other end where I fought the mark and I totally fucking spaced and didn't fucking... Ugh, sorry, I didn't fucking grab it. I'm an idiot. Let's go. Come on, come on. Oh, you're gonna be starting 9. Cool. Have you played through 9 at all? Are you familiar with 9? I hate to say it, but I'm a bit of an expert in that too. Ha 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 ha. Not as much as 8, but I've played through 9 a fair amount of times. Absolutely no experience. Alright, well, you're in for, like, if you're definitely going for characters and story, you're gonna get it. It's totally, it reaches and calls back towards the old feeling of the older Final Fantasy games, where it's, like, all about, like, there's a lot of old school lore from those games instilled in this game. I think you'll enjoy how you learn abilities in this game, and the only problem with 9 that some people may not enjoy is that it likes to split up your parties a lot and make you have to play with specific people at a lot of different points in the game, which is something Final Fantasy IV did an awful lot. So if you're used to that, that's fine, but like that's one of the things. Like, it's not like 8 where you could use who you wanted for the most part at all times. Not that it really mattered. You customize the people yourself anyway. On 9, the characters are very super unique, so you have to be willing to play with them as how they are built. Of course, you can equip them and make them learn shit and make them better, but like, they have a certain style. Like, they're already they come in with a class already, in a sense. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're not gonna be able to use like magic on some of them, and you're not gonna be able to use like attack, like straight up attack, good attacks on some of them, because they just don't have the means to do it. But you will enjoy it. I think it is definitely something you will have fun with. I would definitely... I mean, I know you pretty much avoid the card game in 8. I would definitely avoid the card game in 9. 9's card game is trash. Absolutely hodgepodge of RNG mixed with more RNG. And with the side of RNG, it's that card game's garbage. But outside of that, everything is delightful in 9. So, definitely a recommend. Ooh, we got... Ooh, Eisen's up here.
Eisen!
Did you get the medicine to the ship's crew?
Yeah.
Good. My thanks to you.
These soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No. They were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavid.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Ifried card on me?
If you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Ifried, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse. Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters.
That is
So,
a complaint about
I
8,
joined
that
him
everybody
aboard
pretty
the
much
Von
plays
Elsia.
the same, depending on how you build them.
Creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms,
Ooh,
I could
Zavi's
accept
right
that.
there.
But if anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Zavid, isn't there any way you and Eisen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Huh. Huh.
Well, that's how it is.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
Can't disagree there.
Alright, so would you say 9 is harder than 8? Alright, so yes and no. No, as in the system's a lot more what you're used to in conventional RPGs. There's not a whole bunch of weird shit. And if you played Tales of Vesperia, it's similar to that, where the equipment you wear will give you the abilities you learn, and then you have to wear them long enough to learn those abilities. Similar to that of here, only the abilities are a lot more specific. So it's got that going for it. I want to say yes in difficulty, where, because the only thing that makes 8 difficult is learning the junction system. Once you learn that and fully understand it, the game's a breeze, quite literally. 9, on the other hand, you're limited with who you have at certain points in the game and at certain parts, and when you do certain things at the game, if you don't naturally, if you're not like someone who does a whole lot of grinding and you kind of just progress and go, the game might catch you off guard with a real hard boss battle or a difficult chain of events, and you might find yourself a little underprepared. But overall, I don't think it's... I would just say certain battles, certain parts, it's harder. But overall, I think it's pretty manageable, easy game. I think it's one of the easier Final Fantasies out there to play, truthfully. My only beef with 9 is that the ATB gauge is a little slow. They take all day with their animations in that game to do anything. So, it's kind of hard to determine when everyone's ATB fills up and you already selected actions. And then, yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference. You'll notice it when you play. It just feels like someone's ATB will fill up after they've already performed while the next person's shit's going, and yeah, you'll just know it feels laggy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Their ATB gauge in that game in general is a bit laggy. Yeah, you'll notice it when you play it. It's still good. It's still enjoyable. It's just That's my only real nitpick about the game. And I figured out a way to get around that is to, you know, basically not queue up actions on everybody and just maybe hold someone back and just don't put an input on them until you're ready, to kind of work around that. But you'll see it when you play. The Chocobo mini games, a lot more fun on that one than it is on most other Final Fantasies. I enjoy that one because you get a lot of cool items. But yeah, overall, it's got that Final Fantasy charm to it. It's in my opinion, it's one of the cuter RPGs I've ever played. So.
Loringen Tower is a training ground for Exorcist, right?
Yes, it's a great edifice built on ancient ruins.
Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malachim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Malach arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malachim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability.
So, an orderly is an orderly for life, then?
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malachim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only two reasons: to protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malachim you use.
Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
Yeah, so like, I know a lot of people do have a lot of different opinions about about those two Final Fantasies in particular. And when people are like, "Hey, what's your 5 favorite Final Fantasies?" Unfortunately, Final Fantasy IX is like that number 6, unfortunately, instead of in my top 5. My top 5 being Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy V, and currently Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII was in the top 5, but I don't know. That remake was super good. Yeah, so right now, those are the top 5. I would say Final Fantasy VII is my 6th favorite, and then Final Fantasy IX would be my 7th favorite, if I had to pick. But, don't get me wrong, it's still fun, it's still very enjoyable, it's still good, but, like, you know, charm can only get you so far, is what I'm saying. Ooh. Alright, moving on. Also, you have to consider in my top 5 list, no one in their right mind, well, I should say most people don't have Final Fantasy VIII in their top 5. Although some may gain a better appreciation now that the remaster's out, but yeah, usually you won't see Final Fantasy VIII in anyone's top 5. You might see Final Fantasy IX in the top 5, but not 8. I don't think any of the Final Fantasies are inherently bad. I mean, there's ones I could do without playing again. and be okay with the rest of my life not playing them. Final Fantasy 2 is something of probably I would fit in that category. Maybe Final Fantasy 13.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Ifrid let Eisen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him? What good did it do? I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really, really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eisen feels? But Ifrid still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Ifrid's a very strong man. At least for a base lawless pirate.
I can't wrap my head around Zavid.
We witnessed his unwillingness to kill before, but it seems he's quite serious about it.
Maybe that's why I don't feel scared of him. Even when he and Eisen were about to fight, I didn't feel tense at all.
Perhaps that's just because you've been around Velvet a bit too long, kiddo. Next to her, few people are frightening.
Do you think so?
Don't ask me.
He doesn't come across as vicious. I think that's why you're not scared.
Because he's just a brawler?
Maybe he's just naive.
Okay, so he's just a naive brawler. He's still involved with Ifrid's disappearance, and he's also taking on the Abbey. I just don't get him.
Me neither.
Uh-huh.
I agree, but I don't understand any of you either.
Thank you, Miss Exorcist Lady. Alright, how do I get that? How do I get that? Oh, my ship came back.
Take a look at this.
Wow.
Alright,
Scout ship set.
try again. Maybe it's like...
Eisen, can I ask you about that thing Zavid had?
It belonged to Ifrid, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization. He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What is it?
I can't say. It seemed like a weapon, but Ifrid wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own, then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
So...
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device?
let's wait till they're done chatting.
Why is Zavid looking for Ifrid? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavid doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
Oh, alright, we'll fight this
Don't
guy.
get careless.
But my overall opinion of this game... Well, first of all, I wouldn't recommend this game to anyone who has not played a Tales game. I've learned that. The combat is... like, the learning curve of how to make the combat work for you is a lot higher in this game than I've noticed in other Tales games. I would also say, it does bring that Tales charm, good characters. The story's decent for now. Now that I got all the characters, and this is probably one of the few Tales games where you're kind of, they are kind of trying to throw like other characters at you, like they kind of really want you to play as those characters, or they give you an opportunity to, like, easier than most other Tales games do, because usually it's just like, yeah, I could, but why should I? I'm just playing as the main character anyways. This game, they kind of try to really, like, serve you that dessert dish more often than you like, and be like, hey, you sure you don't want to try switching these characters up? Hey, we gave you an ability to be able to switch characters out and do more with combos and shit. You sure you don't want to play with more different characters in your playthrough? Stuff like that. But overall, I would so far I would give this game an 8 out of 10 on the, if I was going 1 through 10. But this definitely wouldn't be the first one I'd recommend to someone. Ooh. Is that where I want to go?
No one on guard? They're really not bothering to hide this trap.
They probably knew we'd sense it. The question now is just what they're planning to spring on us.
Also, like, they really, all the Tales games usually have the grade. When you do battles, you get a grade. Now, most other Tales games, the grade doesn't really count towards anything except for maybe shit you could pay for at the end game with the grade. And if you were to play it through again or something, you could unlock a lot of different cool features with that grade that you earned throughout the game. In this Tales game, the grade actually counts towards learning permanent abilities off your equipment, which is cool in a sense, but also you need to be willing to kick ass and do well in the game and know what you're doing to earn decent grade in battles. If you're only earning like under point, if you earn like 1.0 grade every battle, and it's the battles are tough and you're not doing that well, it's going to take forever for you to learn any equipment whatsoever. If you're getting your ass kicked and getting killed, your grade goes down in battle. So, like, it's just like, if you suck at this game, it's going to be tough to learn abilities. You're going to have to grind harder. So, you have to take the time to skillfully learn how to chain the combos the way you want and how to do shit. Where in other Tales games, it's actually a little more streamlined how they do that. Because usually you hit, like, there's one button for hitting a regular combo and then another button or two to do different arts to follow up with the combo with a direction in mind when you hit that button for the art. In this game, you use all of the 4 face buttons for arts, and you chain all the arts together, and chaining certain arts together work better on different enemies than other chains of arts. So, like, it takes a lot more a lot more effort on your part to make sure that you're going to be able to do well in this game. I even upped the difficulty to moderate, because in this game they give you, like, a lot more shit if they give you more shit in general if you play on a harder difficulty, like better rare drops and stuff like that. But a lot of the different, like, party abilities I've gotten only work if I'm playing on moderate or harder. So I decided to up it to moderate at some point in time, like earlier in the week or like Monday or some shit. And it's been, now that I got a grasp on how to use the system to my advantage and how to chain things up properly, the combat's been going a lot smoother, because I was seriously having a hard time with the combat, trying to do certain things, and I just felt like I wasn't doing damage. Like, I'm glad my party members know what they're doing. Thank God the AI is not the worst thing in the game. Because I was just sitting there, like, itching my head, wondering, okay, am I doing this correctly? Is this going to be, like, is this going to be a fucking struggle all game long? Like, I was worried. But we got a handle on it now. We're good.
We can do this!
How come I feel like I've been here before?
You're not hurt, are you?
No.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you need to take your time a little bit and play it. Like, I remember vividly in Tales of Vesperia, they take you through baby steps. Like, okay, here's a little bit of combat. Okay, now we're going to show you this. Add this to your combat. Play a little further. Okay, now that you learn that, we're going to add this to your combat. Do this and add this now. Oh, okay, now we got this now. We're going to add, like, it was all baby steps. Here, they don't really, like, show you, and, like, they throw it all at you, and then they're like, they kind of give you some vague explanation, like you're supposed to understand what it all means. Like, when they explain to you how to do everything, like, you're supposed to somehow put it all together and figure it out. They don't really give you much in the way of example. Like, they don't show you, like they kind of tell you how to do shit, but it's just like, sometimes, you know, when you read textbooks, what you read in a textbook doesn't translate to, you know, to your brain. So, unfortunately, I'm more of a visual learner, so I had to watch other people do shit, and I watched a few other things to kind of be like, oh, I see, this is what I should have been doing. Oh, okay. Because when I read the text and what they tried to tell me, it didn't really click. Like, they just throw a bunch of explanation at you, and it's just like, just get to the point. Tell me exactly what I should be doing. And then I will learn and evolve from that. I think I've been here before. Ah, yes, I know where I'm at. Yeah, definitely. You feel me. You feel me. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've been here before. We're here earlier in the game. Come on, Velvet. Where are you gonna jump from? There you go. Yeah, I don't think I should be going this way. Yeah, because this is a part of the game we did early on. Yeah, I was here earlier. All these monsters are like super weaker against me, so I'm not gonna fuck with them. Also, Deadlock, are you a fan of the Resident Evil series? That's also another series I would be willing to play. Alright, let's do this. Lothringen, Tower of the Exorcist. This is kind of creepy. I feel you, man. I'm a little bit like that too. I really scary game. I hate horror films. Let's just put it that way. I hate horror films. I get nightmares so easily from like watching like a bunch of horror and getting spooked and shit like that. So I can relate a bit to that. That's just not one of the things I enjoy doing. But I've always, like, I played the old school Resident Evils. I played Resident Evil 4. Like, I enjoyed the Resident Evil lore. I've always have. Not the movies though. The movies suck. But yeah, I've just. Oh. Yeah, I think that's part of the charm. Having those invincible monsters stalk you throughout the film. Or the game, I mean. But,
Eisen, when and how did Ifrid disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
No matter. Ifrid vanished about a year ago. He agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight.
Oh yeah. I've been like waiting to do the remakes on stream actually.
I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get
I
is why
own
Ifrid
both
would end up
remakes.
captured and
I just haven't
imprisoned by the
personally
Abbey after a
played
fight
them
with a
yet.
stray Moloch.
Just for the sheer
Held
fact that
prisoner?
I kind
On
of
their
just
island,
want to play them on
until
stream
an exorcist
myself.
named Melchior took him away, that is.
What? Lord
But yeah, I
Melchior
played the
did?
crap out of the
The
old
Abbey would
ones
have
and
captured
the,
Ifrid about a year ago.
and
Surely it
Resident Evil
must have
4 is
caused
why I
quite a
love Resident
stir.
Evil 4.
I was simply patrolling.
I mean, as people
was
say,
not
it's their
involved in
favorite
any
in the
such
series usually.
operations.
I agree.
Oh.
It's
But I do remember
I would say it's
that
my
we suffered
favorite.
a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment. And then I was ordered to cease any such investigation by Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was.
And it involves the Abbey?
Yeah, don't you know? Everything involves the Abbey. Oh man, I need 7 more cat spirits to open that fucker. But another one I enjoyed playing back in the day when I was like PS1 era, you know, that's when all the Resident Evils were popular. I loved Silent Hill. We're talking the very first one. I loved Silent Hill. Scared the fuck out of me. Such a creepy ass fucking game. Yeah, playing Silent Hill in a dark room, not the best of ideas. Oh yeah, man, you just scared the shit out of me. Ooh, a halberd. Alright. Sweet. Who the hell's that?
Ifrid.
Oh,
So,
that's Ifrid.
This is Von Ifrid.
Eisen, it's good to see you again.
So you're alive. You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
Your brother?
I got you, I got you.
Yes. You told
Yeah, I
me
never played like Metro or Dead Space or any of
Eisen.
those things.
Why?
I've got no brother. Enough of your tricks!
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
Zavid.
Now come on out, you old coot!
Lord Melchior.
Breaking through my double illusion. Impressive.
I make it a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Oh, we fighting this dude now?
What? Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
Great.
He turned her into a demon. What? This can't be happening.
Wonderful.
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite the dreadful affliction, isn't it?
Don't you run away!
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
Alright, let's deal with some dragons.
Why would an exorcist create a demon?
Hey, worry about that later. We've got damn dragons to take care of.
Killed all them dragons.
Looks like you got caught in your own trap, old man.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Send a text reply back to my girlfriend here.
I'll take care of the last one.
He just saved the wyvern?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
What?
My work here is done.
The hell did you do? Wait, damn you! Follow them!
Follow them. Oh no. Ooh, 22 grade. I'll take it. Oh man, she learned another art. I'm gonna have to fit that in the rotation somewhere. Fuck. Provides the ability to trigger random poison related skills. Nice.
Where the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
Yeah, I'll have to check out Metro sometime. I've never actually sat out and played, so. Of course, I could say that about a fair amount of games. There's so many I haven't played. Or I told myself, you know what? I'll just wait till I start streaming and then I'll play it. For me, games have a lot more meaning to play when I can play them for other than just myself.
Damn. You sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavid.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it when you can just copy its hidden formula? Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
And we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Eifried.
Zavid, you were once their slave?
Yeah. My mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Eifried aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. You might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul. But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Eifried away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard. Playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Eifried and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was the real prize he was after. But Eifried knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Eifried only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Eifried. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
And now that Eifried's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Eifried, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
Eisen and Zavid have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
Right, expeditions returned.
Take a look at this.
Great. Let's.
All right. Yeah, we'll
Scout
explore
ship
again.
setting sail.
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusions seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding. He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Moloch into a dragon.
That was...
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade.
Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
Fucking too upright and proper to take any consolation from the party teammates. Oh well. Bitch is gonna be in for a rude awakening. I tell you what. Not exactly sure where do we go next. Great.
I'm ready for this.
Whew, I thought we were done for.
Me too. I kind of forgot I could have switched a bunch of shit out, I think. Alright. I think everybody is kind of good right now. It'd be nice if we fucking learned this, because he's got other shit to learn. And it's taking him forever. There we go. Cool. Start learning. Alright. Still a treasure chest I haven't found. What treasure chest have I not found? Is there one over here that I just didn't see? Oh, there is one I didn't see. I missed it.
I'm ready for this.
Alright.
I was amazing, wasn't I?
Equipment. There was something I wanted to do. Oh yeah. Now one of these she had twice. Am I blind? Moonlight Cycle Harshman. Avalanche thing. Huh, okay. Rising Falcon. After Slicing Foot. Kind of like where that goes. It's pretty good. How many of these do I have? Is it 16 or 17? I do have 17, so one of these I'm gonna have to quit using. I can't do them all, so do it like that. We're fine. Have I been in here before? Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, honestly. Oh, I guess I haven't been in here. Okay.
Don't waste my time. Doing things, trying to get. Not exactly sure where I'm supposed to go in the next in the story here. I know I'm supposed to get to Ifrit, but you have no idea where Ifrit's at, and this dungeon just happened to be here, so I'm exploring it.
Whew, I thought we were done for.
Equipment. You learn the spike shoes. And he probably just wants to keep wearing those. You keep wearing those. Tranquillo. The calcite ribbon and the simple ribbon. Have some spike shoes, sir.
Wow, all sorts of things popped out.
Yep, it's a whimsical wonderland over here.
I have very few souls. Was there something? Oh yeah, there was. I got so much money up my ass, I don't know what to do with it all.
Don't waste my time.
These guys really enjoy stunning me. Really? That's annoying. First time I've had to use a life bottle in a second. Fucking stun my ass. It's so annoying. Yep.
Come on, put up some fight.
That is not a good battle. Is that the way out?
I'll end this quickly.
There we go.
Nothing can stop these fists.
Oh, another cat box. I wonder how many. Yeah, I only got 95. Holy crap. Never thought I would say this, but I might have to farm cat souls here soon. Cat spirits.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's why they're easy to grind, because there's just, as soon as I leave and come back, they'll respawn. That's why usually I'm not worried about them, because there's just always so many. But I guess the last couple chests I opened took a shit ton of my inventory. Like, I had like 500 at one point. But yeah, they're easy to farm. Not much to it. Is there a save point? Guess not. See what I mean? There's just so many in this room. A death ward. Interesting. See, like, now, I think I got enough to go open that chest, so I'm gonna go back to that chest and open it up. It just... There's just always so many. Alright. Apparently I don't know how to read a map. There we go. Go, Velvet, go. Go, Velvet, go. Aviator sunglasses. It's been a while since I looked at fashion. Get rid of your halo. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Mini Lloyd! Mini Lloyd! Eh. I like him with the halo. How about you, little girl? There we go. She looks good in sunglasses. You got a tail. You're perfect. Yeah, I think the hat's overdone. Make him look like a hippie. There we go. Yeah, he's fine. Let's go back out to that spot. Wow, it warped me to somewhere I've never been. So many enemies here. God, I wish they quit running away. There we go.
I refuse to fall here.
A lot of enemies there, and I didn't fucking get a dire foe. Blasphemy. Get away, I don't want to fight just one of you. Ah, okay, this was the other direction I didn't take. Okay.
Take a look at this.
Ooh, 3 wins.
Oh, well.
That's good. Ooh.
Scout ship setting.
The map's getting filled in little by little.
There's still a long way to go. It's a big world out there.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot can happen on the waves. The far seas are unexplored territory for a reason.
I'd imagine so. The seasons and the weather can change the sea completely.
Oh. Do I sense a budding interest in the sea?
Think you're feeling less apathetic about it now?
I wouldn't say that. I was just reminded of something someone once said to me.
Alright. Get out of here. No other reason to be in here. Yep, see, these souls respawn back. Yep, alright.
I thought I smelled someone pondering. What's on your mind, Laphicet?
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all, but do you know anything else about it, Rokuro?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
I suppose that makes sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zavid use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malachim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and kablooey.
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
Laffy said? May I ask you something?
What is it?
The girl with the umbrella from Lord Melchior's illusion. What is her connection to Eisen? I don't think he'd answer if I asked him myself.
I don't know. I was wondering about her as well. She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
Really? I thought his type was more like
Shh. What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Laphicette's first crush, if you must know.
Oh.
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
The umbrella girl. That illusion made Eisen hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild. And she's too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name, perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside!
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends with her since they were children, but they only realized their true feelings after they had been married to someone else.
Is this their idea of romance?
Oh my god.
In any case, beware of girls, Laphicette.
Right.
They're scary. Very scary. Food time. Alright, auto cook. Choose dish.
Good choice. Prepare for the Reaper's feast.
Alright. Heading back. Alright. I think going all the way back to that town is where we need to go. So that's why we're heading that way. Alright, I want to make sure that's where we're heading. Not that way. Yeah. We gotta, yep, return to the Van Eltia. Okay, that's what I thought we had to do.
Didn't specifically say what we were supposed to do, but unless it did and I missed it. But yeah, I had a good guess. We were fine.
We can do this!
I'm not a fan of long, scary things. Have you looked in a mirror lately?
You really go crazy with all that paper.
You think I'm the one that's going crazy?
Alright. The war pike is learned, equipped. Halberd and the Floric Spear. Alright. Doing alright, doing alright. Alright, we made it back to town. Let's go talk to the vendor real quick before we move out. He might have gotten new shit in. Alright. Cool. Ah, there's who I was supposed to talk to.
Now what are we gonna do? What's wrong?
This dog came up with a book in its mouth. Here, take a look.
Huh. It looks pretty old. I've never seen this kind of writing before.
It's not ancient Avarost, that's for sure. Part of it looks like a chronology, so maybe it's a history book?
If I were to guess,
For the
I'd
record,
say
we're
they're
playing a little later
Meliodosian
than we normally
characters,
do
which
today,
would
just for
peg
the
it at
sheer
about
fact that
2,000 years old. It's more recent
I
than
had
Avarost,
to
but the
deal with
writing has
the
fallen
internet man
completely out
earlier,
of
so we
use.
couldn't get started
All
when
kinds
we
of
wanted
notes
to.
are written throughout the book, too. Someone must have been studying it.
If it's research material, that might make it Vidal's book.
Vidal? Who's that?
He's a weird kid who's way into studying history. He lives at the inn.
Could you maybe deliver the book to him for us? We were told not to get too close to him, so...
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Alright, I guess we're gonna deliver the book.
My book! My book! Where could I have left it?
Are you Vidal? Is this yours?
My book!
Here, Vidal.
That book is super important to me. Thank you.
I'm Laphicet. I hope you don't mind that we flipped through some of it. Can you actually read Meliodosian script?
You recognize Meliodosian writing? That's unusual in this day and age.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal, really.
When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer who travels the world and explores lots of ruins. So to make sure I'm ready for anything, I've been studying ancient history, starting with the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness? You're referring to the Dark Period, right?
Darkness,
Right.
yes.
Almost no written records from the age have survived.
Darkness.
But if you compare the history before and after, you can tell something major must have happened.
Wow, that's fascinating.
I know!
Look at those two, all worked up over an old book.
My little brother was just like that too. Laffy and our brother used to.
We've received reports of suspicious persons in the area. Have you seen anything?
Not good. They're onto us.
Quickly, hide in my house.
Videl, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Sorry, sir. I've been absorbed in my book.
That's all right, thanks. Look, I know it must be tough living alone with your mom. Just remember, your father's a praetor. He's out there fighting to protect us all. Keep your chin up for his sake at least, all right?
Uh-huh.
Thanks for your help, Videl.
Videl, your father is an exorcist?
Yeah, he is. But don't worry, I won't say anything about you and your friends. I'm your friend too.
Really?
And to prove it, I'll let everyone in on a big secret. This book tells you how to make an Omega Elixir, an incredibly ancient and powerful medicine. If I'm reading it right, you need 5 ingredients in order to create the elixir. I've only translated one of them so far, but I'll tell you what it is.
That's really nice of you, Videl. But I don't have any way to repay you for this.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. I'd just like it if you came and talked with me again sometime.
Oh, great.
Of course. What are friends for?
Yeah, the kids gotta make friends. It's fun.
The Omega Elixir. That's an ancient medicine said to be able to cure any disease. But it was my understanding that no samples or recipes survived the Era of Darkness.
Meliodacian script was used prior to the Era of Darkness, so I guess it's possible that Videl's recipe might be legit.
He's just a kid. I don't know how much we can trust his translation.
You saw his notes. I doubt many adults could even get anything out of that book. He might be onto something.
Kids are more capable than we give them credit for, especially where their interests lie.
I think we can trust Videl.
Laffy used to read books intently like that too.
Furthermore, couldn't a hypothetical Omega Elixir be quite useful to you, Velvet?
Laffy, you look like you really want to track down those ingredients.
Yeah, I do.
Personally, I don't really care. But if you want to look for them, I won't stop you.
Okay.
Mega Elixir Recipe 1. There's still one treasure chest somewhere in here? Oh, shh. That was probably a bottle I couldn't pick up. There we go. How did I miss that? Alright, whatever. Alright, let's save a little bit here. Push on.
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island. And let me tell you, it's as bad as the
I'm gonna
rumors
grab
make it
something
sound.
to
I wanted to just wait it out
munch
in a
on real
shipyard
quick.
somewhere.
Give me a
but
moment.
then the water turned all gooey. Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But these weren't no sea slugs neither. It was scary, I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that gooey stuff.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep end if you want, but no one will come to your rescue. Hope you know how to swim.
If they could keep the demons in check, they wouldn't have to tell people to stay clear. Frankly, I think the Abbey just doesn't want to go near places like that.
In other words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
You can now go to a Class 4 administrative zone. What the f... I guess that's cool.
Demons! There's more of them! A whole band of them rampaging through Roaring Forest!
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more! And they're still on the loose! A lot of exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this, and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcists that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thanks for the warning.
It's always funny when they're like, better watch out, there's demons lurking about. It's like, yep. Don't you worry. We'll come get you, nib, and, you know, eat you up another time. 'Cause that's how demonic we are.
First mate!
There we
You're
go.
all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
Aizen... you stay calm too, okay?
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Compared to your curse, sir, this sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir.
We're ready whenever.
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
There's worse out there.
classified as a demon? Okay, so basically what's classified as a demon is anybody who looks abnormal, like a lizard man or like Velvet because of her demonic arm, or just like anytime anybody gets turns into like some sort of weird creature. They just don't look human, but they look like anthropomorphic, like they look like a human being, but they they don't exactly, they're not human at all. And then yeah, Maliks are basically like they look human. Maliks take all sorts of forms and shapes, but they basically can only be seen through humans if they're I think they explain that if they're born with the ability to see high resonance or deal with high resonance or something like that, they can actually see Maliks. It's almost as if Maliks are kind of like in a different dimension. I mean, they're at the same place at the same time with people, but most people don't realize they're there. Unless they're tethered to Exorcist, then they come out in plain sight. I don't know. They went this whole spiel about how some people can see them, how some people can't, and then like how some Maliks kind of do their own thing. How most of them are tethered to Exorcists, and Exorcists use them as tools because of their magic power. Basically, anybody who is tethered to a Malik can use like magic arts, and Maliks themselves can use magic arts. But yeah, demons are affected by the demon blight in some way, shape, or form, like Velvet is. And once they turn into a demon, they can't turn into a human unless we've seen instances where they do turn back into a human, but they're dead anyway, so. Alright, so let's see where we want to go. Well, they were talking about this zone. Like, yeah, honestly, I think I'm making it more complicated than what it is. But yeah, it's just like people walk around and they're like, we're Maliks. It's like you look human. Like, so it's just more like if you play the game, you'll understand better. But yeah, to just kind of jump in and like have people be like, oh, well, we don't like them demons. Oh, how about them Maliks? It's just, you're like, what's the fucking difference? But yeah, like Rokuru's a demon, Velvet's a demon. At some point in form or whatever, they got affected by the demon blight, obviously. At the beginning of the game, you see how Velvet was kind of given the bad hand with the demon blight. But yeah, most people, they turn into, savage monsters. Other people, they tend to keep their awareness, and they pretty much live on as the monsters they turn into. It's interesting. You'd have to play the game. So we're gonna go here and see why it's kind of this. I'm assuming it's a side quest. Like, it's an optional side dungeon. So we're gonna go here. So wow, okay.
I exited a blocked scene. Interesting. So I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to stream off the PS4 itself... Oh, I can't open this. Fuck. And you try to... You play this game, you try to stream off the PS4 itself, this entire game would be blocked. Like, I think Namco Bandai pretty much put in the means to pretty much block this whole game for the PS4. At least the story, anyways. See, this is side... I'm assuming this is side quest material, so... They don't care if you show this off.
Is that a fighting arena of some sort? I don't see any demons around.
Look! There's something spewing out of the middle!
I sense a really malicious force emanating from it.
It's probably the vengeful spirits of those who fought and died here looking for glory!
Thanks for that. Now I've got goosebumps.
Let's try not to wind up as more vengeful spirits.
Is there a save point? Gotta be a save point somewhere. I don't want to fight that thing and then die. Scene block. So yeah, anytime you're anywhere in the main game, the PS4 would block the game. Like, they don't like the idea of having their game streamed. So, luckily, that doesn't really matter if you got a capture card, so.
Take a look at this.
Quitting is the same as defeat.
Sweet.
This recipe looks real.
Oh, I know, right? This isn't the only company that does this. I believe Persona 5's the same way. You play Persona, and the first thing you see is blocked. So I'm pretty sure that's the case as well.
Scout ship setting sail.
Supposed to be a treasure chest somewhere. Alright, I've killed all them. Where's that treasure chest? I'm not going down there. Right there. Yeah, there's one still out here. I already got that one. Oh, it's back up here somewhere. Pretty sure sometimes the chests respawn as well. Because I'm pretty sure I opened these chests the last time I was here. Alright. We're gonna officially save it. Then we're gonna go back to that island that we went to, and we're gonna see what triggers from that. It could be a game over for me. We'll see. I have no idea, but I'm fucking curious, and why not fucking do it? It's Friday, right?
Yeah, I tell you, Deadlock, it's stupid how... But the thing is, a lot of these Japanese RPGs, they're super big in Japan. So, like, honestly, I think they're just more or less trying to protect their brand back over yonder there. Not so much worried about, you know, the American side. They don't... Yeah. I don't think they're that worried about Americans, you know, more or less streaming it if they have the means, but it's just... Yeah, they're just super protective. They like to advertise their own shit. They don't like people doing it for them. They've always been particular about that. In the reality of the streaming business, a lot of game companies really don't shit on the fact that people are playing their games just for the sheer fact that it's free advertising. It practically is. It's free advertising. You're getting popular streamers playing your game if they're playing it on the regular and promoting your game and getting people interested and people logging in and tuning into them because they're on the front page of Twitch. Yeah, that's free advertising. They don't have to promote anybody or anything hardly, and yeah, that streamer's playing their game and showing everybody the game, and people are gonna go buy their game. And that's how, you know, that's why most people don't. Most game companies, they're cool. They're letting us do our thing, but some companies like this, they're very protective of their brand. Yeah. Namco Bandai, always been protective of their brand. Atlas, very protective. Yeah, all those JRPG brands that are super big in Japan usually are. Alright, after a certain amount of demons been defeated, more will appear. Battle's over when demons been...
I'll finish this now.
So this is like some sort of arena-based thing. This ain't that hard. Give me a real challenge. Come on.
I refuse to fall here.
That it? That it? That is that it? Is that all that they got? That ain't shit.
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed. Most everything we fought here seems to follow a pattern. This is a good place for tactical training.
If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
Oh. You know, come to think of it, I think there is another reason why a lot of the Japanese brands they try to put blocks on their content. Spoilers. That actually makes more sense. So, like, Square Enix did it for Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you played the remake on the PS4, it blocked the end. Like, the very, like, the last, like, fighting and boss sequence that you dealt with all through the game, they blocked that entire last part of the game. So, you can't reveal that unless you play the game. But, obviously, capture card works around that, but yeah, like, I think that's why they usually do the blocks, not just to try to be cock blocks. I think they really try to protect the integrity of their game by trying not to get spoiled for everybody to. Because that's the thing. If you watch someone else play the game and see the story, do you really want to play through it yourself? Unless you find the game fun enough already knowing the story ahead of time, which maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I wonder if there's a higher difficulty here.
I'll show you the beauty of my spear work.
It had a star on it, so I'm assuming that's a higher difficulty. Fucking stun me. I like little Lapase. He looks so badass when he does his mystic art.
basically the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll leave. Maybe there will be a harder option that opens up later in the game. Not sure. But I could see it happening. Alright, guess we'll go here.
It's too bad that wasn't the real Ifreed.
But yeah, the whole blocking the stories so you don't do spoilers makes sense. If a side content becomes unblocked when you go do it, that ain't part of the story at all.
What about Eleanor?
That makes perfect sense
She
to me.
took it too, and her face went all wow.
I don't mean how she looked. I mean how she actually feels.
Oh, well, she looks like she feels better too.
Good.
You're worried about her, aren't you, Velvet?
No, it's nothing like that.
Let me tell you something, kiddo. When young maidens ripen, they have trouble expressing their feelings.
So Velvet's ripen?
Mogilu! Quit giving Laphicet confusing thoughts.
No trouble expressing those feelings, I see.
When she's ripened.
The Abbey is supposed to exist to bring peace and order to the world. Everything the Abbey does, everything Lord Melchior and Shepherd Artorias do, it ought to be rooted in that mission. And yet, something just doesn't feel right here.
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you.
Something wrong?
Just so you know, she has a tail because I added the tail to her
I was just deep in
wardrobe.
thought. Is there something you need from me?
Nah, just heard a bunch of sighs and wondered if you were feeling sick or anything.
No, I drank my Salatoma juice.
Ah, tasted like crap, didn't it?
It wasn't that bad.
Hey,
What?
are you afraid of demons?
No, I am not. It's more like I despise them. 10 years ago, a group of them attacked my village. They destroyed everything. And everyone.
Including your family?
Yes. The only family I had at that point was my mother. And in all the chaos, she... All I have left of her is this hand mirror she gave me. I didn't want anyone else to have to feel the way I did. And so I became an exorcist in order to destroy demons. So you can keep your pity.
Gotcha. I will then.
Yep, alright. That's how you really feel. You go do you, miss. Yeah. No sweat off our backs.
What is that?
Oh dear lord.
That's called a pangyon, a type of bird native to this area.
Pangyon.
Their meat is succulent and tender, and makes a
Not a
lovely stew.
penguin, a pignon.
Wow, what's it taste like?
You'd eat that poor thing? Savage.
You're one to talk, demon. It was one of my mother's specialties.
All right, enough of the chit-chat. Mogilu, what's this grimoire friend of yours like?
Well, how do I put it?
Oh. You know, like that.
Like what?
Well, to put it in a way those of meager imagination can understand, Grimm's got a sort of listless, aristocratic air about her. A noble woman in her twilight, you could say.
Huh. So you mean like a woman, but different from Velvet and Eleanor?
You're not wrong there. Tell you what, just keep an eye out for a grown woman.
Grown woman. Okay, I got it.
Well, since we got her name, we could start by asking around.
Exactly. Now you're talking. What's up, kiddo?
Magilu, you're a grown woman yourself. So why is it you have trouble clearly expressing your real feelings?
Good question. Put simply, a long time ago, mine broke. Bagow! Chapoom! Bye-bye!
I got this weird feeling that the person we're gonna see is actually Magalu's mother.
Come on. Let's question the townsfolk.
And we're actually gonna learn more about Magalu, which is high interest in me because you still don't really understand why she's with the fucking party at this point. Oh, I didn't want to go that way yet. Well, what are we doing? There we go. There's a treasure chest on the other side. Red lavender, alright. We're gonna get that treasure chest in the other screen real quick. If there's a way. I think that maybe involves walking from that screen. Can't open up any of these catch chests, they're terrible. But we can walk to the other screen now and open up the chest over there. There it is.
It's become common practice to use Southgan lumber for shipbuilding, but there's a reason. Our trees really are the best for it.
Natant trees only grow in Southgand. Their wood is light, tough, and doesn't rot. Perfect for shipbuilding.
You know your stuff. Long ago, before people knew how to build seafaring vessels, Midgan and Southgan were separate countries. Then our ancestors fashioned rafts out of Natant logs and floated all the way to Midgan. A Midgan craftsman, amazed to see a humble raft cross the open sea, Returned with our ancestors here to Southgand.
He had used the natant logs to build a large, sturdy ship.
Thanks to him, commerce took off between Midgand and Southgand, and the Age of Exploration began. The excitement of a new age had everyone floating on air, but within mere decades, Midgand declared war on Southgand.
Ironically enough, it was ships made from trees from their islands that enemies used to invade them.
The fighting continued for a long time, but in the end, Midgand emerged the victor. Our islands were occupied. As hard as things were, our ancestors still liked to joke about it. They'd say, Age of Exploration, more like Age of Exploitation.
When things were that bad, they could still joke about it?
Southganders have always been a cheerful bunch. We tend to look for the silver lining in every cloud. It may not seem like it these days, but Southgand used to be a place where the laughter would never cease. Some people even used to call it Shenanigand.
Shenanigand. This must have been a really fun place.
Okay. And alright, let's go ahead and start looking around a little more now. Go that way. All right. Oh, no chest over here. Nothing over there. Yay, there's a chest. Am I just blind? I missed one? I know there's one somewhere. Just looking here. Aha. It's on top of here. Yep, killed them all.
So how do you like our island? Nice and laid back, right?
It's quite a bit different from Logris.
This place was even more relaxed before the opening. But recently, a lot of our young folk have gone starry-eyed about the city and left us in the lurch.
It's still better than it was when the demons first started showing up. We have the Abbey to thank for that. And because people are traveling more now, the need for ships has skyrocketed. Our lumber industry is booming.
In other words, when the money started flowing, people let it go to their heads?
That and those exorcists and soldiers from the bigger cities, they really seemed sophisticated. People from the other islands wear different clothes and have things we don't, you know?
Getting worked up and worked over by what's trendy. Is that foolishness not the very definition of youth?
If this keeps up, our island's traditions will fade away. That's what worries me.
I understand how you feel, but you have to give young people the freedom to be themselves.
Alright. So we got all the treasure chests because of that one that was on top of the building.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Are you talking to me, perchance?
I am. You look so deeply sinful, I
I'm
wouldn't even know where
sinner.
to begin. Now confess!
Oh,
Confess.
how long have I waited to bare my soul to someone? But I've always lacked the courage. Praise be to the Empyreans who have bestowed upon me this chance today.
Ah, your devotion to the Empyreans is most...
No, it is you who has captured my devotion, my darling. There's no one else I want but you.
What? Me? But my life is in service to the Empyreans.
Hush. I want you to look at me the way I look at you. Hold me, darling. Smother me in your embrace.
I don't...
Those were the kind of lines I read in a romance novel. It wasn't even that exciting a book. I wasted so many hours with that piece of trash. Please forgive me for not putting myself to better use.
Ah! Lying! To a priest! How could you?
Oh no, I meant to confess my sins, but instead my confession was another sin! Forgive me, Father, I've transgressed once more.
I don't want to forgive you!
Well, that's mean.
Take a look at this.
Wow, they found a whole...
Norman Islands, huh?
Scout ship setting sail.
Come, sinner!
Who? Me? I don't think I've done much that needs repenting.
No, my son, you must be mistaken. For I can tell just from how you dress that a great many sins weigh heavily upon your heart. But it's not too late for you yet. You must confess your sins and repent.
Yeah, I hear you, but I really can't think of anything.
Have you ever wielded violence?
No, all I wield are my swords.
Well, have you hurt anybody with your swords?
Yeah, but I haven't been able to land a killing blow yet. I've still got a long way to go. But the next time, I'll kill him.
No, you have it all wrong. You must repent for how you've used your swords.
Oh, I get it. I need to improve my cutting technique, right?
That's not what I meant either.
Then what do you mean? It's a priest's job to guide the layman, right? You'll have to start speaking more clearly if you want anyone to trust your advice. Get your act together, man.
Yes, I'll reflect upon the error of my ways. Wait, what?
Oh my god. Ah, I'm so mad. Fucking shitty internet. I keep seeing the frames drop left and right as I'm broadcasting. It's just driving me nuts. I gotta figure out who I'm gonna have to call next to fix this issue. I'm gonna be in these apartments a while, and I'm not gonna be too happy if I gotta fucking stream with this problem from here on out, because people didn't want to fix the fucking shitty wiring. Alright, well, truth be told,
I think I'm gonna call it there. Just because I figure if we do any more, it's gonna be a lot more lengthy cutscenes, and I kind of wanted to be done by around 4 o'clock since I started around 12. Yeah, so. But for those of you who's been watching this, I'm glad. If some of you are really enjoying this, I'm glad you are. For me, I've been enjoying it. Would I say this is my favorite Tales game? No. But I would definitely say it's a pretty good one. Definitely worth playing once. I apologize for the inconveniences of the connection to the broadcast. I don't know what I can do further to fix that on my own. I'm going to have to probably make some calls and figure something out. I gotta get a hold of the landlord maybe and see what they can do about maybe getting some better wiring going on in this place, because this will not do. So, I want to say thank you. It's been a great week. It's been a fun week. We've been doing this. I may do some streaming over the weekend. Thinking about what I may get on tomorrow, maybe Sunday. But I think one of the 2 days I'm going to get on at some point. We're going to do some streaming. It'll be a chill stream, laid back stream, so some sort of fun, engaging, game we could play, or I play some retro stuff, or it'll be a chill stream. One of the, we're just going to have a good time, hang out, talk. Not so much play, do a playthrough. But anyways, again, thank you, and I'm gonna sign off for the evening. If you haven't already, and you've been watching, hit that follow button. Every follow, greatly appreciated. If you haven't told your friends, tell those friends. And if their friends don't know, tell them to tell their friends. So, I'll see you around, Deadluck, and I'll see the rest of you later. Either later this weekend, or at the very least, Monday morning. And hopefully, we finish this game next week. And we can move on to some sort of Final Fantasy game. I haven't decided which one yet, but we will. Anyways, signing out. See you around.